Ladies and gentlemen, what is next for Mutuum? A lot, and literally, you guys, it is just getting started. Please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only. Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, as stated, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to introduce you once again to what is known as Mutuum. You guys, this project is literally just getting started. You heard that correct, but more importantly, I want you guys to understand, if we take a look here, you guys can see that you can actually purchase this. They are on phase 6. We got Ethereum, BSC, we got Polygon. There's a lot of different chains you're going to be able to actually purchase this on, but I want you guys to understand, if you actually know anything about this project, it is about lending, borrowing. Not only that, you can earn a lot. You guys can see exactly how everything works here. Technically, it's all done by liquidity pools. So I'm just going to go ahead and break it down to you guys. Whenever it comes to this overall project, there's plans to support more tokens. Not only that, but more chains in the future. Plus, you guys, they have a future launch of a governance system, okay? And we're talking about enhanced UX and mobile support, all right? So remember, whenever it comes to Mutuum, you guys, basically it enables users to engage as lenders, borrowers, or liquidators. So technically, lenders, they deposit their crypto assets into Mutuum's liquidity pools to earn interest, while borrowers can obtain over-collateralized loans by securing them with sufficient collateral, which makes perfect sense, okay? So you guys can even see right here, concurrently, borrowers can access these funds by providing collateral with the same contract. The system does not require individual loan matching, but instead operates based on the collective pool of funds and associated collaterals and borrowings, all right? And you guys can see kind of how this works. We got peer-to contract, so P2C model, okay? And we even have peer-to-peer model, okay? And then you guys will even see right here, we got variable and stable borrow rates, which is actually really cool here, okay? And we've got passive dividend yield. Now, if we take a look here, we got non-custodial, multi-chain, instant liquidity, collateral deposits, security audits, and open source, all right? Taking a look here, you can see the overall tokenomics, but I want you guys to understand, for this project, okay, listen, they have a massive amount of things that are happening here, okay? And one of the biggest ones is going to be partnerships. You can see that right here at 5%, but we're talking about strategic partnerships. They are currently in development, you guys, which is actually pretty cool, okay? So there is a lot of incentives here, especially for the community, right? But I also want you guys to understand they got like developer bounties and hackathons. Once again, we talked about how they have cross-chain compatibility. They plan to add to more blockchains, right? And then they even have a fiat on-ramp integration. Obviously, this is if it's applicable, okay? So if we actually take a look here, you guys will see important details, especially whenever it comes to the Mutuum roadmap here. But they have a lot of things, as mentioned, that are happening. Now, how to buy, pretty easy and simple. I'll show you how to do that here in just a few moments. But more importantly, you guys, if we actually take a look here, they do have a white paper. You'll see right here that technically you can dive down into all of the documents. It's going to provide you an overview of the token, right? You can see all that right there. Pretty cool. We have the allocation, which we've kind of already briefly talked about, right? Taking a look down further, we got asset integration process, we got protocol safeguards, right? Market volatility and liquidity, price discovery, right? And you guys can see it just kind of continues from there. Once again, we got that bug bounty program, okay, which is actually pretty cool. So developer bounties, right? As mentioned, hackathons, application security, which is big, prevention of potential insolvency, right? They have a lot of here, okay? A lot of things happening here, which is actually pretty cool. So once again, how do you purchase? All right, so if you go up here to the very top right, you're going to be able to connect your wallet. In this case, we could do like MetaMask. Let's go ahead and just kind of, you know, put in our password here so you guys can see exactly how this works. But I want you guys to understand that whenever it comes to MetaMask, right, it's super easy and simple to connect, okay? So you guys will see that, boom, all right? Now, obviously, you got to make sure you have funds. As stated, it looks like we could purchase this in many different different cryptocurrencies. Okay, you just got to make sure you're on the correct blockchain, so we can go like approve right to the network Polygon, right, and you guys can see that right here. So a lot of different ones you could choose from. So you're gonna be able to put in an amount that you would like. Boom, easy and simple. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Okay, so phase 6, they're absolutely killing it at 14 million. You will see right here that they do have a massive 100k giveaway on Gleam. All right, a lot of entries. We got about 55 days left. All right, dive down into that, and you guys will even see if we take a look here, we have you're going to be able to dive down into the dashboard hopefully here in the future, and you guys can see exactly how this works. Right, there's a leaderboard, right, we got ROI calculator and more. So a lot of people out here joining, you guys. Once again, you do not want to miss out on what is known as Mutuum. Let's get it. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Check out those links down below in that description. Not only that, you guys, but you have a big opportunity. All right, so check out everything down below as mentioned in the description. More importantly, leave a comment, tell me exactly what you think, how you feel. Smash up that like button, smash up that subscribe button. See you in the next video.